Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. 2 streams in a row, bruh. Feels like haven't been on this run for a long time, but we're here. Barça versus Girona, 𝙋𝙧𝙖𝙾𝘼𝙎𝙍 Catalan derby, and yeah, we'll see. It's interesting. I'm really interested in seeing, because I'm not sure if anybody else is aware, but the whole Barcelona 𝙎𝙬𝘼 game that's to be played in stateside in Miami hasn't gone down well with a large portion of the La Liga teams, and the La Liga captains decided to go in to basically protest the decision. And so what they've done, like they did this in the previous game yesterday, is that for the first like 20 seconds of the game, they decided not to play. The thing is though, is that La Liga, in their broadcasting, they decided not to show it. So they showed like an overhead feed of the game, of the stadium, basically to not show those first 20 seconds. The interesting thing is it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not Barça do the same thing here. They've got, because apparently they were there as well, but are they going to go in conflict with their club? I don't see a problem with it. You don't see a problem with what? Like the protesting, the fact the game's being played, what do you not see an issue with? Bro, my feed here is just not wanting to work now. With the game being played in Miami. Well, I do. Like, listen, this is how I put it. I don't think it's not fair for Villarreal and whatnot. They were willing participants. The thing is that this is a La Liga game. If Barcelona and Villarreal wanted to go and play, you know, some random like friendly game in Miami, by all means do whatever you want. The issue here, that's not the case. What the issue here is that this is a La Liga competition in which the standard way of procedure is that every single team goes and plays home and away. And the fact is that you've got 2 teams that have agreed to play the game at home in a neutral venue, which is basically going to be another home game for Barça, if you want to go and say, without the consultation of all the other La Liga teams, right? So if you're Real Madrid, Athletic Club, Bilbao, whoever it is, you're going to go and see, like, you're going to have to play Villarreal home and away, but Barca get to basically play them at home and then in a neutral venue. So it breaks the spirit of the competition. That's not the contract that all the other La Liga teams agreed to initially. So in that sense, it's not fair. But this should definitely be the only time. No, but the point here though is the fact that like it doesn't respect the rules of the game. Like, there was no agreement with the other clubs who are all gonna, because it's not like this Barcelona Villarreal game is happening in a vacuum and there's nothing else to be played for here. The effect of that game is gonna have a direct impact on the table. So all the other La Liga teams have a vested interest. Let's get the commentary though.
And the ESPN FC pre-game crew telling you,
like, I would say this if this was, you know, like Girona versus, you know, Mallorca in a neutral venue. The point here is that you can't be unanimously, like, the 2 clubs can't be the only parties going and deciding whether or not they want to play the game at home or away or in a neutral venue. But let's see the camera angle. This game is about to get underway. What are your predictions, guys, here? I mean, hold on, let me see. Barca's starting 11. So you've got Szczęsny in goal, 𝙀𝙀, Garcia, Koundé, Balde. Okay, so basically their strongest back line. Casado, De Jong, Pedri. Okay. And then Rashford, Ro Fernandez, I believe. No, some other Fernandez, my bad. and 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘎𝘾𝘼. So, I mean, Barca should win this game. I'll say 3-1. 3-1's my prediction. Should be a decently comfortable game by Barca.
Pre-game about how close they are to opening up the new camp, realistically the end of November. For now, the crowd making their way up the hill here to the Olympic Stadium and looking for Barcelona to turn things around after consecutive defeats in the league and the Champions League. And Alex, to the team news.
Wait, hold on. Who are they taking pictures with?
𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙾 from the team that lost to Sevilla a fortnight ago.
They're missing a lot of players in the final third. That's why 𝙀𝙀 de Jong appears, at least on paper, as the number 10 of the team today. And I'm curious about Toni Fernández because he's a left-footed player. He loves to play in the right wing position, as Lamine Yamal does. But he will have to adapt at the left-hand side or play.
I mean, I think there's a set of favorites. So PSG, Bayern, Barca, Liverpool. The thing is, it's early in the season, so it's hard to say who and what's going to happen. But I'd say those teams are up there as some of the favorites.
2 red cards in that victory against Valencia certainly left a mark, but this is their starting 11. Looks like it's going to be a 4-4-2 today, Alex.
Yeah, 4-4-2, 2-3-1. It depends on Porto's position. Bryan Gil will be on the left-hand side.
𝙀𝙀𝘋𝙀🐿𝘾 is seemingly all fit and ready here now. Thought he was gonna be injured for a while. I think it was a gimmick. Chat, I want to know, do you guys actually think he was injured? I think it was just a ploy to get away from having to go and play for international duty. And not gonna lie, now you're going to look at it, Barca kind of shot themselves in the foot by going and playing without him in the game against Sevilla where they got battered.
History attached to this. All the history has been in recent years, Alex. This is only the 11th meeting between the teams from cities that
are oh my God. Listen,
in Catalonia.
This 𝙀𝙾𝘾𝘼𝘋, like, listen, I understand some people, like, you know, you like to wear your shorts, but this guy's shorts are, yo, listen, do as you do, man. But like, if I'm 𝙀𝙊𝘾, I'm saying put your shorts back up. Like, have some respect, not only for yourself but for the opponents you're facing.
Only in their 6th season overall now in the top flight. The team that were such stunning arrivals in the top 4 a couple of seasons ago.
All right, the game is underway, but they're not showing it. They're doing the same gimmick. They're doing the same gimmick. They're protesting. This is, oh my goodness, La Liga, man.
In their own version of a protest over La Liga's decision to play a game in Miami, and the first 15 seconds.
Now the game is underway.
See a closer. Alex involved the players just at a standstill.
Yesterday at the Carlos Tartiere Oviedo, we had
okay.
a situation. We had a
dang, La Liga, it's not looking good for you.
When the protest was going.
Well, it's interesting to read that it's not actually the game taking place in Miami. The players are protesting. They were more protesting than the communication and the respect from the league in how that decision was arrived at.
Yeah, as in, if all the La Liga teams agreed to playing the game away from, then fine. Fair, it's fair on that point. But the fact is, they only consulted, it was just the league, Barcelona, Villarreal. Those are the only 3 parties that were consulted, even though it's going to have a direct impact on all the other teams. Get Tebas out. I don't know, man.
Yeah. All the indications were Rashford would start as a centre forward. Of course, he's played plenty.
Watch a real league like the Premier League. I watched the Chelsea. Chelsea, I don't know how Chelsea won that game, man. Like,
for Girona.
In that second half, Nottingham Forest should have scored like 3 goals minimum. And the fact they didn't score a single, got smacked 3-0 in the end. I mean, they won. They did what they needed to do, but.
A season ago, under 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘼. The ironic thing is, Alex, despite everything that's been swirling around this Barcelona team, they haven't started that much worse than they did a year ago, and they won their first 7. They'd only dropped 2 points before the Sevilla game.
Yeah, but it's all about the vibes. It's all about the feelings around
The vibes, crazy.
This week I've been talking with a lot of journalists that follow the cover their activity on a daily basis, and they're not optimistic. There's some weird vibes in the atmosphere around the dressing room.
Now, Barca fans, I want to know what is your feeling on your start of the season? Good, bad, eh?
Today for Barcelona.
I mean, all things considered, it's an okay, it's a good start to the season. I would say.
22.
We'll say decent.
And wins the first free kick.
I think y'all did a bit too much talking, but overall, it's a decent start.
Scoring record as a centre forward. In the build up to the game, the assumption was he would be playing there, but he's not. He bends that in.
Strike.
𝙎𝙬𝘼𝘋𝙬𝘼, who's had an interesting start to the season, punches it clear. Argentine keeper for Girona sent off on opening day. Now he's looking at 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝘋𝙬𝘼 heading his way, but 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝘋𝙬𝘼 doing it. Hidden amongst the FIFA virus, as you said. Now it's the return of 𝙬𝙾𝘼𝑖𝑚𝑎𝑙 to starting duty. It's huge for Hansi Flick.
Like you think, oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's tomorrow.
He had a growing,
I mean, honestly, it's not like Liverpool are in great form either. United, like, we need not speak about them. So listen, we'll see. Did they beat them last year? No, they didn't. They drew.
The crowd and the fans that he's not
we'll see.
Yet for playing 90 minutes.
Well, they lost Robert Lewandowski to an injury picked up playing for Poland.
It's their classicer this week.
Dani Olmo
Dang.
Getting injured on duty for Spain. That's wonderful work from 𝙬𝙾𝘼𝑖𝑚𝑎𝑙. Welcome back on the left foot. Like he was
great touch.
trying to tee up Tony Fernandes there. He's actually got someone younger than him playing alongside him today, 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑖𝑚𝑎𝑙. It's been a while since he's been able to say that.
That's such a good point. Look how easily he cooked Alex Moreno with that.
Bruh, the commentator saying cooked in a broadcast is crazy. Wow.
Finals of the Champions League at home at Montjuic in that same goal.
Here's Daley Blind. Interesting contrast. Centre back for Girona today.
This guy's old. He must be like 38.
Daley Blind alongside the young 19-year-old Brazilian Vitor Reis. Imagine they're in for a busy afternoon.
Bayern 3-1, Liverpool 3-1.
It's gonna be tough.
Interesting.
Because he was
What's your prediction for the Fulham Arsenal game? I mean, Arsenal should win.
And now that he's way beyond the 30.
I already know 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑚𝑎𝑙. Is he live?
To cover an open space.
𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑚𝑎𝑙 getting involved. Pedri. Garcia. It's Garcia.
Yep, he is live. All the Barca contingents live.
Koundé. Hansi Flick's men settling into dominant possession early, as you might expect. Lovely clip around the back, looking for the run of 𝙬𝙬𝘼. The clearance wasn't the best. Shot might be on from distance. Pedri thought about it and then thought better of it.
I think he's definitely amongst them, yeah.
Tony Fernandes trying to help it on, but stabbed clear.
That is a good start for Barcelona. They're winning.
I mean, I find it really funny because it feels almost reassuring. There was this, discussions recently talking about like the epidemic of like pretty privilege in football, and the fact that like, oh, if you play well, you do a couple shimmies, you dribble nicely and whatnot, by default you're considered a better player. Even though if you're a Harry Kane, you're an Erling Haaland, sure, you might not dribble past 3-4 players in one run and whatnot, but you're banging in goals at an astonishing rate. But no, because you don't dribble pretty, you're not considered one of the best. And I've been saying this whole eye test gimmick. Listen, great, of course football is about entertainment. Like, you obviously like players that dribble and whatnot, but ultimately the purpose of the game is to put the ball in the back of the net more than your opponents.
Beautiful technical gesture by 𝙬𝙼𝘼𝑖𝑚𝑎𝑙. That back spin, that's amazing. And and it was with his first time. But yeah, in 2016, Barcelona were the reigning champions of Europe. Under Luis Enrique, they got knocked out by Atlético de Madrid on the Champions League. They lost 2 consecutive games in La Liga. And yeah, they lost the La Liga title as well. They almost lost the La Liga title.
Yeah. Looking for a quick combination with the centre, De Jong at the controls here.
How do you feel not to have your Pukki Nuno Mendes? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean we don't have him?
Yeah, this is a very different Girona side from 2 seasons ago, where they would press you high. They
Like,
lost their confidence
like,
to start.
yeah, I don't get Pachi. Yeah, what do you mean we don't have Nuno Mendes?
Not conceding goals.
Yeah, that has been an issue, hasn't it? It certainly was at the start of the season. They seem to have righted the ship a little in recent weeks. Was that a handball? It was. Referee 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 in close proximity. Now 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝙋𝙏 getting plenty to do there.
It's 𝙎𝙊𝙾𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 finally playing on the left-hand side, but 𝙭𝙯𝙾 plays on the right for Girona, and both Girona wingers have a very clear task. 𝙀𝙗𝘾𝑼𝙎𝙾 following, tracking back.
Barcelona is 6-0 as a Madrid fan. See? I mean, they've definitely dominated the first 8 minutes thus far.
Wretched start to the campaign, Girona. 1 draw in their first 5 games. As you mentioned, Alex, they've righted the ship a little since then. 3 games.
I was it was an unfinished comment, but about Nuno not winning a Ballon d'Or, but my bad. I mean, as much as I love Nuno, I don't think anybody said Nuno deserved to win the Ballon d'Or. Like, what?
There's Yamal trying to 𝙀𝙬𝘼 in the direction of Rashford. Then almost routinely, Barcelona.
Have you seen the reports about Julian Alvarez to PSG this winter transfer window? Do you think it will happen? If it happens, we'd have to get rid of Gonzalo Ramos. The thing with Julian Alvarez, I think he would do us some good. The only thing is, it's like, well, assuming everybody's fit for PSG, does he start? Right? As in, like, yeah, would he come? Like, because if he comes, then what, you'd put Dembele back onto the wing, which means then you'd have to, like, that means you'd have to have, for 3 positions, you'd have to rotate between Barcola, Doué, Kvara, Dembele, and Alvarez, and only 3 of them. You could argue maybe Doué, you put him like a bit deeper and you play him as a 10. Then what, you have to get rid of one of our midfield 3 between João Neves, Vitinha, and Fabian. So what, you get rid of Fabian? Like, we'll see. The thing is, though, we were interested in him. We were interested in Alvarez last year, but he chose to go to Atleti. So there's also one part of me is like, well, okay, now that you've seen, yeah, Atleti ain't all that. Now you want to come to us. So there's some part of me, it's like, you chose this. You chose willingly to go and to go and to play for them. You have to suffer the consequences thereof.
To fate that befalls nearly every smaller team that has a season like Girona had. The best players get picked off, Alex, and replacing them is no easy task.
Yeah, Girona can't get the ball.
Makes inroads here, trying to get on that left foot. Does. Not just as well.
Box shot.
Rice was in the way. It was an important block.
Alex Moreno needs some help because Lamine Yamal is killing him on 1v1 situations. I don't know if it's 𝙎𝙁𝙾𝘼𝑎 who needs to forget about Jules Koundé and reinforce the defense, or it's got to be Daley Blind, but Alex Moreno needs some help.
Yeah, the former Aston Villa defender. It's one of the new arrivals for Girona this season. And he's now staring at Koundé and Lamine Yamal heading his way again. Roca providing some support this time. Koundé.
Whoa, is that for Koundé? Yeah, good footwork indeed.
Now into Pedri. Can he get the shot away? He's trying to open it.
Oh, very well done by Pedri there.
Wonderful invention from Pedri. A shot back against the grain.
Very well done by Pedri.
From 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏.
1-0 to Barça.
It's been a question of when and not if for this first 12 minutes. The surprise was it took that long, but Pedri, it was worth the wait, wasn't it? A quality goal from him.
As Ferran Torres looks on.
And it all starts with this.
Some crazy footwork by Koundé.
It was a very well elaborated passage of play with Lamine Yamal, and here Pedri freezes time. He gets a hold.
Yeah, he's done well.
No one is daring to challenge him. They're all so afraid of him, and then he freezes time.
It's a very good
He
finish.
sends a pass to the back of the net. It's so
Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down there. Let's come back down to earth. Let's come back down to
the
earth.
same number 8, the same quality, and the same cold-blooded, cheeky attitude. This is wonderful. What a player, Pedri.
Yeah, great comparison, Alex. Loved me some 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Pedri with his second goal of the season, the 22nd of his La Liga career, and he's the only player who started every game this season for Hansi Flick.
And you wonder why. He's so good.
All right. Bro, Girona can't keep the ball.
This time working on.
Bro, very well defended there by Danny Blind.
One-on-one matchup with Lamel, perhaps not what he would have chosen, but the man twice his age, and she got the better of him.
Experience made the difference here. Daley Blind read what Lamine Yamal was trying to do even before he started to move.
Oh, that keeper's so bad. I think the
before the game, Alex, by the sounds of
bro, literally nobody. See, this is nobody brought him up. But if you want to go bring him up, the last couple times, last I checked, Vitinha and Pedri have played each other 1, 2, 3, 4 times on 4 occasions. In those 4 occasions, Vitinha's won 3 of them, and he's gotten a goal in 2 of them.
Nice. See, that's the local knowledge.
Like, listen, that's the thing for me with this is that it's nice and all to do this against Girona, blah blah, so on and so forth. Cute, great. Do it against the big teams. Do it against us.
Moreno.
Pedri scored a very good goal by Pedri.
Moreno getting to the byline, nipping it in.
Chance there for Girona.
Still not really dealt with. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 getting the decisive header clear. Marcus Rashford trying to help out at the back, but are now getting there first.
Bro, what are you doing, man?
As soon as I say that, it's poked away, and here comes Frankie de Jong. Good layoff to Tony Martinez, who lost track of where the touchline was.
True. You know what they say? The best ability is availability.
The effort and the fans appreciate
the last 2 times Vitinha and Pedri met, one player had to come off early.
A little bit of relaxation. It's right after scoring the first goal. That's why Alex Moreno was able to win the byline. They need to keep that.
Well, I wouldn't, maybe not. I think we would have beat Barca pretty comfortably. Like, maybe not as bad as Inter, but like a 3-0 scoreline. How? Probably because PSG didn't play well, and also PSG played a heavily rotated squad.
𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏, who's had a pretty good start to life in La Liga, having arrived.
Wasn't that the same thing for you guys when you played us? Yeah, you guys tried to play the gimmick of, oh no, most of them
scored a thumping goal for Girona.
Like, this is what I mean. You Barca, you guys are so hypocritical. Whenever it's for you guys, When you guys tried to go and play the gimmick that, oh, we had just as many bad injuries on our side too. What? Most of the people this year started who didn't start was purely because of we're tactical. Balde, tactical. He was fit. Lewa, tactical.
These are the problems of being a small side.
Yeah.
𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼 was a starter for you most of last season. 𝙀𝙬𝘾𝘼 not starting? Well, tactical.
𝙀𝙬𝘾𝘼 makes another good run on the left. 𝙀𝙬𝘾𝘼 and Moreno starting to put some pieces together. This is Brian Hill, the former Spurs man, who hasn't really seen his career head in the right direction since he left Spain the first time. Brian Hill.
He left you.
Yeah, that one season, they had that one good season, what, 2 years ago, and then haven't really been all that ever since. Then again, they've lost all of their players. Gonzalo needs to go. Gonzalo needs to go. Gonzalo needs to go.
A corner kick to work with here. Rashford defending the near post, and then Yamal sliding in.
He needs to show this. He needs to show more defensive commitment. In the last 2 chances that Girona won the byline,
Arsenal fans
down Alex Moreno. They're playing a 2v1.
talking trash about us.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
Defending from the front, and we saw it there with Rashford and Yamal both involved to repel the threat.
But the thing is, though, yeah, off the bench. You know what's the comment in both of them is it's off the bench. If you're telling me he comes off the bench all the time, by all means. It's the thing is, though, is that when he has to start a game, he's not great. When he has to start a game, he's
his face says it all. They're not receiving proper support from Lamine Yamal.
Ďuhé has some like the highest defensive contributions for a player in his position. Like Ďuhé was like in it when he came up through the academy, he was an 8. 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼! 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼!
It's Axel.
Listen, we'll have to see if it's onside. What a finish!
The oldest player on the pitch.
What a finish!
Looked like it there.
Wow, 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 wow. ¡Qué golazo! ¡Qué golazo!
Traveling fans from Girona.
We'll see. It looked like it might have been offside.
Not sure how many of those he has in his career, Alex, but
how are you ahead? I mean, you can see my time here. This is the time I've got.
this one was worth
Let's see. Oh, he's clearly onside. He's clearly onside. ¡Qué golazo! ¡Qué golazo!
Perfect with the scissor head and the scissor kick. Sorry.
That's a brilliant finish.
Bouncing right in front.
Chapeau l'artiste. What type of goal? It's an overhead kick, like bicycle kick. Yeah, to all these NFL, change the camera angle. To all the NFL fans saying, bro, this is easier. A one-handed catch is, shut up. Cállate la boca. Cállate la boca.
Their first approach.
Can't believe some people really think that one-headed catch in football is more difficult. Shut up, man. But to that I have to say,
golden generation, of course, played in 3 World Cups for them. Just joined on a free transfer of this.
All right, we're all square. Similar to the PSG game, Barça scored early, and then they came back. I agree. I 100% agree. I concur.
Russia being quite a.
Well, they've not really been. Yeah, I'm not seeing if they're playing the high line still now, but it's not really been an issue thus far. Can Barca respond quickly? No. But if you're saying me, how do I feel about it in general? Listen, I think like most people, the thing is that, listen, I said it last year, like most people, this high line is not, like, it's not going to work. But obviously, the thing is, last year it worked for the most part. Obviously, Barcelona caught most teams, was the team that caught the other team offside the most. It worked. Barcelona were doing well, but in the end, you go and you look, they lost that game against Inter partly due to the offside. They're playing that high line. And then now, the thing is with the offside trap is that it might work for a period, a season or so, but afterwards, teams begin to, like, they study your game. They see, how can we usurp it? And Girona are through again. Can he finish? Can he finish? Finish! Yo, you gotta finish that, man. You gotta finish, Josh. Trash. It should be 2-1. It should be 2-1.
Panic now at Montjuic. You can hear the Girona fans chanting Girona, Girona. It's not only that Girona.
Junior, you think, I'm assuming you meant 𝙀𝙖 there, is overrated. It depends how highly you rate him, right? As in, if you think 𝙀𝙖 is like a top 5 player in the world, then I would say then you're overrating him. But
10, 11, 12 minutes.
So I think definitely there was a moment, especially last year, even as a PSG fan, as much like 𝙀𝙖 might be my current favorite player personally, but I think that even I would say there's a important period last year where people were massively overrating him.
Almost got to go back to square one.
Oh my goodness, they're through again. Surely you have to finish. You have to finish this time.
This time for Porto.
How? You're trash! You're trash! You're trash! You're trash! You're oh my gosh. You're I'm about to swear. You are trash. T'es nul. Nah. This Girona need to lock in. Well defended.
Things kick-started again in his own unique style.
I mean, I would have personally had him a bit lower, but like I had him in 4th in my personal list, so I guess you could say that he's a slightly overrated based on mine. Like my Ballon d'Or top 5 was Dembele number 1, Hakimi number 2, Rafinha number 3, Vitinha number 4, and then I had Nuno Mendes number 5.
In the final third, that allows the player on the ball more time and to be more accurate with the pass.
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Barca are not. Barca struggling, bro.
Illuminating and highlighting here.
Barca still have the higher XG. No, surely they can't have the higher XG now. Hold on, let me reload this.
Uncomfortable for Porto. Chesney was stepping up as well.
Yeah, Girona have the higher XG. Only one big chance created though.
That has been talked about during the whole international break in Barcelona.
This high, bruh. I mean, speaking of that highlight, I don't know why you guys still play this. You Barca fans, do you guys have like an explanation for this? Like in the previous game, legitimately, against Sevilla, 4-1 is a flattering scoreline for Barca. It should have been more. It should have been 4-1 in the first half alone.
Positive run forward here.
Good save.
Brings the best out of 𝙀𝙖𝘖𝘶. And he went for placement rather than power, but 𝙀𝙖𝘖𝘶 had to be at his best.
Okay, of course we know it's his decision, but what do you feel about it?
Carrying the ball up the pitch, forcing Girona to step up and to obviously...
So that's a good save by 𝙀𝙖𝘖𝘶 there.
And this is why Frenkie de Jong could take the shot so easily.
Corner work short.
Blocked cross.
Charge down.
I mean, the thing is, though, you guys love to praise it before. Now you guys are turning your tune against it.
He's been at pains to point.
Like, this is what I mean. Like, listen, people, we've been, in fairness, last year it was working for you. So I guess you go and say, listen, when the facts change, the opinions change. But people have been saying that this highline is going to get exposed sooner rather than later. And it did. And it causes Barca issues. Like the thing is, imagine those two opportunities Girona got is Mbappe going through on goal. It's 3-1. It's 3-1. And that's ultimately the issue. Against lower quality La Liga teams, it might work perfectly fine. But when you have to go and do it against the better upper echelon teams, it ain't as easy, is it?
Proves to be an awkward bobbling ball that he can't corral. This was the first opportunity.
You might be offside there.
He loses a little bit of angle. Going for
okay.
his left-hand side, and then Chesney.
The high line was just a temporary fix to the team due to the budget being low. Flick should have gotten rid of the high line. What does the budget have to do with anything? I don't get. What does him playing the? It's not even it's the offside trap. What does that have to do with anything?
Goes to the outside, then cuts back for a quick combination. Tony Fernandez prompting some pinball.
Haaland, Mbappe, Dembele. Who are there? Alvarez.
Checking back to the outside, but Brian Hill.
Gyökeres, if you won't even like.
Forge. Was Rashford caught? Referee just waited a tick to see if there was any advantage. There wasn't.
If you're number 9,
he started the game off decently well. Gotten the assist for the whatchamacallit, the Pedri goal. He's been a lot quieter ever since, though.
Back against their goal again.
They already spent the money on Olmo, and the attack was not taking risks due to the defense being mid under Xavi. But what does that have to do with the high line, though? As in, if you're saying that if he'd bought in more players, he would have not used the high line. I think that's just part of his philosophy, for better or for worse. Kid's crying. It's only 1-1. Like
new energy, as he describes it.
Rashford.
Can he use
it's a good.
Yes, he
Woo!
back off the other side of the bar.
Rashi Rich.
No shortage of energy
𝙎𝙬𝘋𝙀.
from that free kick.
What a strike!
And the follow-up.
Great strike by Rashi Rich.
Too deep, but Marcus Rashford just inches away.
He chose power, aiming for the far post instead of going.
That's the thing for me. It's
got his reward. Gazzaniga was ready to touch that ball. Just saw Moisés Llorente.
If this is against a better quality team, no. Top 3 players in the as of now. Kane, Haaland, and Mbappe. I would say. I think that's pretty like based.
What a shot from Rashford, though. He just curled that beautifully from the free kick, didn't it? Started way wide of the far post.
I'm rooting for a Catalan club. I'm rooting for a Catalan club, or rather, we're hate watching a Catalan club.
He's a man who seems to have been more and more comfortable the weeks have gone on, wearing a Barcelona shirt. And here come the visitors again. No nonsense from 𝙀𝙬𝘼, clearing the danger, and they quickly spring defense into attack here. Yamal inside one, inside another. Then lost his footing as the return pass came his way. And good work by Alex Moreno.
It is worth reminding people that Bale is a right footed player, and he finished with his left foot.
I mean, in fairness, like you're talking about. I mean, I had this conversation, and Barca fans, let's be honest. How many statement wins has Barcelona had in the UCL against like big teams? Let's start thinking.
This is something that we've seen doing Messi.
I'll give you Bayern last year. Like statement wins against like big teams. Bayern last year. You could say PSG in the first leg in the quarters 2 years ago. Nah. What are you doing, man? He's offside there. Dortmund, I don't count Dortmund as a big team. I don't count Dortmund as a big team. Like, I'm talking like top 8 teams or top 10. How long? Just any recent period. Barça, I'll say, give you PSG 2 years ago and you guys beat us at the Parc in the first leg. Like statement games outside of Spain. That was in La Liga. So in outside of Spain.
I don't know if you're at risk of someone pulling a muscle or getting injured just for the sake of
because I'm specifically talking about games in Europe.
Barcelona won both the meetings between these two teams by an identical scoreline last year, 4-1. Lewandowski got 2 in the game here. Picked off nicely by Castro.
Great run by Pedro.
I had our whole Man City, Bayern, MSN days. That's really pushing it back. You could say what the remontada. There was Chelsea when you guys beat Chelsea.
Well,
as in when you go back and you actually think about it, Barca hasn't gone and beaten like top 8 teams a lot in the last like 8 years.
This is the kind of goal that every child dreams of.
well, someone's got to ask him post-game, is he
like, let's forget
in his career?
if I then restricted it to like a knockout stage game, forget it, forget about it. So we've got what? Bayern last year, PSG in the first like 2 years ago.
Right. Especially in the role that Axel Witsel has played throughout his career. Always been a defensive midfielder.
Who else?
Dortmund, he was kind of an all-round midfielder.
Yeah, that's true.
But toward the end of his career, and especially after he arrived to Atletico de Madrid, he was turned into a defensive midfielder first and then a third center.
I agree. Yes, they beat Liverpool 18-19.
Rashford, he tried the quick give and go with Tony Fernandez there. Fernandez had gone sprawling. The Barcelona.
So that's 3 games thus far that we've got, and that was 2019. That's already like 5 years ago. You're going back to.
Was there enough there?
So like,
appeared to have a little bit of Tony Fernandez's shirt just for a split second.
I mean, even if you count that, remontada was 8 years ago. Oh my goodness! Play him!
Barcelona defensive line again. The follow-up ball looking for Van Aert. That was well done by Koundé. Very calmly done under pressure.
He's been good, Joe Koundé, on those recovery runs. Once Girona.
As in, if you go and you say, like, in that time, you could go and say what? You can bring up a handful of games in Europe where Barca has gotten a statement win. At our best, we've knocked out teams out and had statement wins away. Recently, no, but once again, our run in the UCL has been tragic.
With a twisting run, and here's Mal. It didn't sit up kindly for him. Couldn't take it on the volley. Had to allow it to bounce, and it took some of the immediate danger away.
Well, I mean, I wasn't specifically saying domestic urchin, but as in Barca on the European stage have been calamitous. Like woeful, dare I say, for a club of Barca standing. Like for the year, even if you remove PSG's Champions League in last year, I could still go and name you statement wins that we've gotten in the Champions League. Because obviously for most people, basically anything in Liga doesn't count. But even then, We've beaten Madrid 3-0. Beaten them in the first leg. Beaten Bayern. Beaten City. Beaten Barça, obviously. Like, there's still several statement wins I could say in the UCL we've had before then. Beat Barça, beat Bayern, all those teams. But even like I'm just saying, even within the last like 5 years. And this is all excluding like the last year.
Time back out for the English winger, and it'll be the third corner in quick succession. This one conceded by Nkana. Work this one short. Way by now, and 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼𝘖 wasn't going to wait for that.
City, Liverpool, Barça 2021, Man U. I wouldn't have counted Man U as a top 8 team, but yeah.
Doesn't dare to challenge him. Neither Arnau Martinez.
As in, you Barca fans, you have to not. We don't talk about that.
Already trying to find some solutions. The game is quite open for them.
I was going to say.
Yes, in our last UCL, we beat every league's champions in Europe to win the UCL. That one was well. True. No, he's finished this time. You have to finish it. Yo, oh my gosh! This team can't finish! This team can't finish! Girona should be 4-1 up. Girona should be 4-1 up.
These are the penalties.
Is that Pedri losing the ball?
Just lamenting.
Oh, see, this Barça offside gimmick needs to stop. Offside trap FC. Pedri losing the ball. Well, that best midfield in the world, they say. Oh my goodness, man. This game should be 3-1 at the very least for Girona.
There's a chance that you can go wrong.
Oh my days, man. Imagine that's Mbappe through on goal. Imagine that's Dembele. Imagine Haaland. Yeah, bro.
Played in total 43 times for
like Barca, guys, you were laughing, rightfully so, at Madrid for getting smacked up in their derby against Atleti, but at least they're losing to Atleti. You guys are going and getting like, wow, struggling against Girona here.
Yep. And scored for Spain too, isn't he? Five caps, 1 goal. Witsel. He's been at the heart of everything, hasn't he?
He's killing Barcelona.
Now Roca looking around the back for the run of Moreno. Moreno putting the brakes on, keeping it in.
Finish!
Nicely done.
How?
Corner. Head in hands time for him.
This game should be 4-1. This game should be 4-1.
Here, Alex.
Absolutely, they deserved it already. That ball never.
This game should be. Barca are not all that.
To the left-hand side.
They have an XG of 1.09.
Alex Moreno, when he joined Joel Roca, the Girona fans are desperate because they know.
Girona need to score. Just watch Barca fugazi themselves.
Easily we can go.
Nah.
For Girona. That's insane. And the fact that 𝙀𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎, the most veteran player on the pitch, is the element that is killing Barcelona.
But if Vitinha or João Neves lost the ball, you would still think they're world class. Did I say that Pedri was no longer world class anymore? I'm just going and showing the same energy that they show. When Vitinha lost the ball for the Barca goal, what they said, oh, it was it. See, no.
4-2 this time. It was upended. Porto actually grabbed a couple of goals against Barcelona. You mentioned
they should.
Barcelona won 4.
Campfire. Even you realize.
But you go back to the
Even you realize it should be 4-1 to Girona right now. It should be 4-1 to Girona right now.
by the scoreline 2 years ago, 4-2, and Porto got a couple of goals in the second of those wins. That was the win that basically handed the title to Real Madrid.
Gazaniga, what are you doing?
It was the last last season with 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾𝘼 at the helm.
𝙎𝙊𝘾 walks into this Barça midfield. 𝙎𝙊𝘾 walks into this Barça midfield. I mean, Senor 𝙎𝙊𝘾 walks into this Barça midfield.
Now, Fernandez was waiting in the middle. The follow-up shot cannons behind for yet another Barcelona corner. There's been plenty of those in this first half. Marcus Rashford has been active.
Well, in fairness, both have had what? And gotten an assist.
I mean, on that left foot, they're curling it too long. Well, I wonder what Hansi Flick is thinking about at this point. Of course, he's got to monitor the minutes.
Offside gimmick. This offside gimmick, man. Holy smokes. Offside trap FC.
In the middle, Marcus Rashford out on the left. I wonder if he's Alex perhaps contemplating.
What do you mean which rank? Like in terms of like power rankings for best team in the world?
Yeah, he could go either just with a regular switch, so sending Tony Fernandez.
Wait, but not Vitinha. That guy.
Rashford as a number 9.
I've seen him unable to play for Wolves and was crap at the start of his PSG career. System player. So would you go? That's like me going and saying the same thing about Rafinha. I mean, he's good at Leeds and whatnot. Oh, good at Rennes, but he wasn't crazy. Like, you know, there's in football, there's like players can progress. You're not the same player at 21, 22 than you are at 23, 24 onwards.
Quiet moment, expecting a shellacking, but it's been anything but.
You say this again.
It's onwards.
He's a system player. But then that's like people going and saying, well, Messi's a system player. Are you going to go and say what? Messi's a system player. Iniesta's a system player. You're going to say that.
Curling it in. So close to being undefendable as Rashford was crashing in, but just out of his reach.
These are the kind of crosses that are perfect for Robert Lewandowski.
24, okay. You're going to say what? That Messi's a system player.
When Rafinha used to play on the right-hand side, they would do these moves over and over.
I'm going to go saying what? Messi's a system player.
In the middle of the number 9, but also the number 10 position. Either Pedri or Frenkie de Jong are occupying that space, and that allows 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 to get a lot of time when he gets a hold of the ball.
Reese back to Gazzaniga.
Exactly.
Again, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾, plenty of time.
Yep.
Yeah, Barca's press is non-existent.
Overlap from Moreno. Roca heading inside, only had eyes for goal. 𝙊𝙾𝘼 there to pick up the pieces, does really well to keep the attack alive. So we head into 2 minutes of additional time.
No, but as in if you remove Messi outside of there, if he is a system and you take him onto that system and he's no longer as good, are you going to say that what Messi's a system player? Are you going to say Iniesta, is he a system player? Like, if you're going to go and play that gimmick, then that's like me go, like, Yamal is a system player. Like,
got a goal on the opening day, Joel Roca, but that was in a desperately disappointing 3-1 defeat.
Do you think Yamal can be a top 5 player of all time? Yeah, he definitely has the potential to be so.
At Montjuic. Up go the umbrellas.
Like, if we're gonna go and do that, if you're gonna go and tell me Vitinha is a system player, well, then I'll go and say Pedri's a system player. Like, bro.
Heavy rain.
Yep.
No, but as in, if your logic, if you're saying that, oh, what has he done outside of that, and because he wasn't good at Wolves and whatnot under a different style of play, you're considering him a system player, well, then I'll go and say the same thing about Messi. Messi was nowhere near the as good as he was. He was still elite and whatnot, but he wasn't as good as he was when he was at PSG compared to Barca.
I think if you don't.
Yes, but Messi was only as good when he was in a system.
You would gladly take it, wouldn't it? But
right, as in, I wouldn't go and say Messi. He's a great player. I'm not going to go and say, but if you're
Moreno.
I'm just using the logic you went and used and saying that Vitinha, he's a system player and you don't rate him because he wasn't as good as at Wolves and whatnot.
Now, and that will do it right at the 2-minute on the mark. Bassi would have liked the chance to launch one more counter. 2 minutes were up, and Barcelona and Hansi Flick have some thinking to do here.
Dang, so 1-1, 1-1.
Plenty of changes to make for Barcelona. What a game Girona are playing. They should be up 1-4. Barcelona are lucky that this is just a draw for now.
Exactly, exactly. Say that again. Say that again.
FC studio crew led by 𝘾𝙼𝘖𝘋𝘼𝘆 after these words.
Some players seem to defy the odds.
Bruh, Brad, all these Barca fans, you guys, this team is not all that. Put this team up against a team that has just actually some semblance of rationale on how to play against the high line, and this team gets exposed. This team gets exposed. No, but I thought Rafinha was a tap-in merchant. Breaking the lines run merchant. Just tap-in merchant. That's what I was hearing. Now all of a sudden, no. Now he's super duper important to you guys. No, but it's not. Of course, not you. But a lot of your fellow Barca fans were saying this. So I'm not addressing this to you, bruh. Even still, your defense is, your team ain't all that. Dang. You see, now you guys are trying to change history now. Now you guys are trying to just blatantly change history. Barca should be losing this game comfortably. And all you Barca fans, you know what I'm saying there is true. Look at these stats. Look at this. Yes, Barca have 70% possession to 30, but XG higher. Shots, okay, you have more. Shots on target, even. Big chances created. Big chances, 3 to Barca, 0. 0 for Barca. Oh my goodness, man. Dang, bro. Everything here. The only thing that you got in terms of XG, you guys don't lead, that they don't lead over you, is XG from set plays. XG, expect open play them, non-penalty them, expected goals on target them. El Clasico predictions. Honestly, now, if Barca play like this, even though Madrid is not at their best, Madrid could put 3 past Barca. If Sevilla, who they themselves should have been 3-0 up in the first half alone, right? If they themselves were won 4-1, and Girona should be 4-1 up in this game. If those chances that Girona got, if that's Mbappe going through, heck, even Vinny going through, forget it. Forget it, man. Oh. Are you saying you could have or they could have? Because if you think you deserve to be 4-1 up, you're delusional. Generational delusion. They could have. Okay. The funny thing is now finally you guys are just waking up to the actual state of your team. In fairness, I'll go and say Barca games are super entertaining. Super duper entertaining. I would never, ever want PSG to play like this though. Ever. Do you know how good is 𝙋𝙖𝘋𝙗 and what exactly he can play cam or striker or false 9? Let me know how good. He's very good. Very good. He's generous. Like, potentially, you could say one of PSG's best ever academy products. Hold on, let me bring this.
It's coming up in Miami. The players wanting their voices to be heard. We'll probably be seeing more of this across La Liga this weekend. Soon enough, though, the action would get underway once that 15 seconds was up.
All right, never mind. Going trophies. I wouldn't go and say. How many goals does 𝙊𝙊𝘋𝘼𝘋𝘼 have in the Champions League final? No, I'm just asking. How many goals does he have in the Champions League period? Let me know. Junior, do you play FC? I do not. I do not. No. I don't have the time to do so either. I mean, unless they sold them. Like, even this, like, Barca fans, you guys going and saying, like, I'll say that now PSG have a better chance of getting Julian Alvarez than Barca do. 100%. 100%. And also, just purely sporting wise, going to PSG is better than going to Barca. And even you Barca fans right now have to admit that. I said, yeah, if we want him, we'll get him. In fact, if PSG want a Barca player, we can get him. If PSG want a Barca, if we want Yamal, we can get Yamal. If we want Pedri, we can get Pedri. Like, this is what I go, okay, you guys Barca fans, you know, Yamal will never leave. Why? First and foremost, if he goes to Barca, there's no guarantee that he'll even be able that Barca will be able to pay the fee for him. 1. 2, that even if they are willing to put the money, that they'll be able to register him. 2. 3, why would you go there and you're going to, sporting wise, Barca are below PSG? That's the only thing you could maybe argue is that if he goes to Barca, you could say he's probably going to be a guaranteed starter. That's probably the one thing you'd go and say. That's probably the one thing you can go and say. Other than that, why would you go to Barca? That's the only thing. It's exactly. It's that's what I'm saying. Is if PSG want him, we get him. No questions asked. As in, my only concern genuinely with if he were to go to if he were to come is the fact that we'd have to then Dembele would have to go back to the wing, and we'd have to sacrifice either one of Doué, Kvara, or Barcola on the wings. That's my only thing. But other than that, like, if we want him, we get him. You should do a live with the topic footballers would rather play in Barca than PSG. Oh, not all the time, but like currently, yeah. Well, let me turn on the music. Yeah, basically, yeah, since Neymar left Barca, you could maybe, not even then, maybe 18, 19. Ever since then, yeah, I know, it's been definitely been PSG. The thing is, though, with this is that, like, listen, if you're telling me I get a Yamal that is 100% focused on football, is not going to go and play the little starlet and whatnot, I'll take him 100%. But if you're saying the current Lamine Yamal, who rumor has it is not willing to go and sign his players' jerseys, like, you see what you know what I think is going to happen? I think Lamine Yamal is going to have too much power at Barca. You could already argue he already has too much. You could already argue he already has too much power at Barca. Wait, what sought after player that could go anywhere wouldn't go to Barca over PSG? Well, with all due respect here, when PSG in the last 8 years have taken Neymar, Messi, Dembele, if you want to go further beyond that, Xavi Simons. So the first two, Neymar and Messi, arguably Barca's most talented ever players, directly from Barca. Like, I'm not even saying, oh, one player could go. If we've been able, how many players have gone from PSG to Barca? How many transfers have gone from PSG to Barca? Let me know. Because there were rumors of, so again, we're talking about a player who, this happened, what, 2004? 2005? Years ago. So when you guys, so in 18-19, when we gave you 22 million, ¿y qué fue? Like, again, I don't get this gimmick of our financials. Then that sounds like a you problem. Financials are a part of the business. If you guys can't guarantee that you guys are going to be able to play your players or pay them adequately or register them, that sounds like a you problem. That's not on us. You can't use that as, oh, the only reason is our financials. That's like me going and saying, oh, to another club, or like Liverpool to Real Madrid, or the only reason he won't choose us is because Real Madrid are the better team. Like, that's a fundamental part of why you want to go and choose a club. You got two. You wasted it on Dembele, on Coutinho, on Griezmann. That was you guys. We had nothing to do with that. Barca fans can be calling PSG a small club when they won a quadruple and can manage to beat teams, unlike losing to Sevilla. That's the thing. If we put in the same bid for Alvarez and offered the same stuff, he wouldn't. So we're the small club. We're the small club. Simple fact of the matter. But once again, you're a small club. So listen, typically speaking, right? When I've directly lost to one team within recent memory, after chatting, saying, give us Barca, give us PSG, we would have beaten you in the final FC. We were a better team FC. We're the best team in the world FC. When we face you, you'll see FC, only to get beat by our C team. Like, calm down. I'm not saying, obviously, all-time Barca is definitely bigger, but no one's going and saying that. We're saying right now, in the last 10 years, PSG have been better than Barca. Like, this is where sometimes just have a bit of humility. Have a bit of humility. Exactly. You say all that, but your best ever player came to play for us. We took Neymar, arguably one of your most talented players, along with Messi. He decided to come to play for us. Okay, but we're not saying all time. We're not saying all time. The thing is, we PSG fans are happy to admit that all time, obviously Barca's bigger. But you guys can't admit that in the last 10 years, PSG have simply been bigger and better than Barca. They've been better than Barca. Commercially, footballing wise, we've simply been better. You see, listen, look at this gimmick. Look at this gimmick. Is money not a part of the game? So when you guys are going and paying Messi 40, 50 million a year, was it not money? Was it not money? When you guys were going and, spending 100, 120, 150, 100, so on and so forth on Dembele, Griezmann, Coutinho, what was that? Was that what? Monopoly money? Many of exactly like you. People love to go and say, "Oh, Mbappe and Neymar flop." This. If we go and compare, you guys went and spent. Listen, even though Dembele was arguably what your best of your big ones. Coutinho, flop. Griezmann, flop. But anyways, man, let's get the commentary back and let's go back to the main feed here. Not to mention, I've got, you know, 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 here. The way our club has been managed as well, disgusting.
I'm afraid that it's going to be for Tony Fernandez, and that will move, as we predicted, Marcus Rashford to the number 9 position. But they need to be more intense. They need to keep pressing high as
again. All I'll go and say, give me statement performances from Barca at the highest stage in Europe.
especially through the middle.
Like, listen, I'm not saying that Barca is some, like irrelevant team. I'm not saying that. But you cannot admit for the last 10 years, PSG have been better than Barca. Even if you want, let's go and include your own treble and whatnot. But that entire period, what substantially have you guys done? PSG have been more Champions League finals, more semi-finals,
Starting in the middle, we'll see if that is indeed the
or
case.
as many semi-finals. You guys went into 18-19, and obviously last year, so too we went to twice as well.
Even if he plays as a number 10 behind the striker, someone needs to take care of 𝙋𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗, and Fermin will bring that level of intensity that Barcelona need today. And we need to also think when Lamine Yamal is going to be.
You see, this is what you guys. This is why you Barca fans. You guys are so fun. You guys think that the entire footballing world revolves around you guys. Now all of a sudden, this gimmick of PSG owe all their success to Barca. Luis Enrique, Barca manager, Dembele, Barca, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth. Well, if that's the case, that's like me going and saying then, well, then Barcelona, you guys owe all your success to Ajax. Johan Cruyff, all that, that's all Ajax. That wasn't that Barca. Right? You guys love to say, oh, PSG played Barca stop. So what, does Barca like monopolize just keeping the ball now? Anytime you do that. If you include 2015, then Barca's slightly better. How? So since then, both teams have a treble. Both teams have a treble. In fact, PSG have a quadruple in there. Right? Barca have 2 semifinals beyond that. PSG have 2 as well. PSG have an extra Champions League final in there. PSG were routinely going further than Barca. In fact, there's only in that time span, there were only on 2 occasions where 2 occasions where Barca went further than PSG in the Champions League. That was in what, 17, the year they knocked us to the remontada year, 18-19. And then I believe that's all. Yeah. So ever since then, PSG have been further in Barca in competitions compared to Barca more often. Namely the fact that we knocked out Barca twice in that time span.
Delivery invites Gazaniga to come and meet it, rather skimmed off his fists.
Yeah, sure. I'd be more than happy to accept that Barca, you could say you're run. But the fact that your order is harder doesn't compensate for the fact that PSG have knocked out Barca more often. PSG have been further in the Champions League more often. PSG, unlike Barca, didn't spend years in the wilderness playing Europa League football.
Winding around and drilling from distance. That's a couple of goals already this season for Fermin Lopez.
This is one of his favorite positions, right at the edge of the box. He's playing as a false left winger, but he's going to take inside and try to find that number 10 position. And Barcelona are going to play with a diamond in the midfield.
And here come the visitors for the first time. Roca's attempt held in check, and now Lamine Yamal just ghosting past 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗. chances are plenty at either end in that first half. Those 3 one-on-ones for Girona, all of them spurned. But
Can't believe Girona aren't winning this game, man.
it's Rashford's free kick down off the underside of the bar. That shot from Frankie de Jong.
Send him. See the other side.
From 𝙀𝙬𝙖𝙖𝙶.
Brian Hill. Finish.
Here's Hill, who had his moment.
No.
Done from him.
Finish.
Around the outside, can he get there? He can. But into the side netting. It was a wonderful combination.
Excellent understanding.
This team cannot defend, man.
And Brian Hill, he could have taken a shot, Brian Hill, right after, dribbling Eric Garcia, but then, he overlaps him. He offers him the chance of giving him the ball, or was next to 𝙀𝙀. That was the right option. But great recovery as well by the Frenchman.
Until PSG broke that record. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
The all-important touch there.
The fact that we broke. So because thanks to us, Barca don't have the biggest defeat in a Champions League final.
Away by Pedri. As the sunshine starts to return, some of the crowd returning down to the lower bowl here at Montjuic. More work for Brian Hill over on that left-hand side. He is naturally a left-sided winger, isn't he?
Yep.
Like, also this gimmick of, oh, you're a small club. Why are your players, your president, why are they talking about us? Laporta was saying, oh, we would have loved to play PSG. Unfortunately, we couldn't have gone and played them. This, that, and the other.
Connections between the two teams.
Pedri saying, oh, yeah, we would have loved to play. This is during.
Team player. That's nicely done again.
Nah, it's out. It was out.
Running out of
like, PSG players weren't going and saying, we want to play Barca. We need to play Barca. It was you guys.
But they've had some joy down that left-hand side. Girona.
Basically because they're not afraid of running.
We're rattled. We're rattled. Aren't we the team? We're the first ever team to beat Barcelona 3 times in a row away from home. But we're the ones that are rattled. Okay.
Fermin playing as a number 10, so leaving the whole left-hand side for.
We're the rattled ones. We're the rattled ones.
Possession.
Like, we weren't the ones going and saying, if we played you in the final, we would have beaten you FC. If we were their FC. If this, then that FC.
In the first half. So Frankie de Jong is number 8 on the right-hand side. Now Pedri plays on the left-hand side, just maybe to compensate that.
After going and saying, no excuses FC, no excuses FC. Oh, but Rafinha was injured FC. Fermin was injured FC. Ah, I thought we said no excuses FC. Losing to our C team FC. Cállate.
Ball looking in his direction. Fermin. And again, second time of asking. He took a little deflection.
Took a deflection off Rashford.
Yeah, got a touch on that in the end. Fermin Lopez.
You think it was a mistake from Donna to let him go?
Hit the post.
Yeah. Certainly did.
Yeah, I agree. I said, yeah, people like have short memories and think that Donna was always, you know, at the level he was for like the last 4 months of the season. That if we'd lost to Liverpool in the second leg, Donna's gone. Like, Donna's crucified.
1-1.
Our president's not talking about you guys like that. Our players aren't talking about you guys like that. Pedri before the game was saying, oh, I think PSG's a very good team, but I think we're better.
La Liga between Girona and Barça.
All we had to say, we did our talking after the game, after we beat you. You had Vitinha going and saying, yeah, j'en ai rien à foutre. I couldn't care less what the Barca fans have to say. Gonzalo Ramos going and saying, you know, it's cute and all sad to say that before the game, but the pitch, the match is played on the pitch.
Just an hour down the AP7, the highway that goes along all the Mediterranean coast of Spain.
I know it well. The highway to the sun, they call it. AP7.
Well,
not today.
Okay, well, if you're gonna go and say that, you're gonna go and say then that what? Like, whoever, like Cruyff got, because Cruyff was inspired by his own manager for the Netherlands. So are you gonna go and give credit to that? There's football moves and evolves. Like, were you saying that? Were you guys saying this to City?
Can 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘶 get going here? Goes for goal. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘶. Just had to blocking sort of save on that. With the ball dipping and swerving.
As in, listen, if you want to go and make all these declarations, by all means do what you want. But like the issue is that when you go and you lose, you need to start going and you need to assume the responsibility. That's why sometimes not talking.
Southampton and Spurs.
Pedri, good block. Listen, sometimes this is why I go and say to you, Barca fan, and maybe sometimes your players need to take advice from a younger Lamine Yamal. What did he say? What was it? Move in silence. Only speak when it's time to say checkmate. Sometimes it's best to only speak when the job is actually done. Exactly. Exactly. Move in silence. Only speak when it's time to say checkmate.
They're from the same town.
Oof. Oh, that's right, in Argentina. That was a diving header at the far post. The crowd felt
play him.
Infringement involved, but meanwhile Girona aren't hanging around here.
Go on.
Rocker again.
Ah, you should have played him earlier.
𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘋𝘼 was aware.
Unfortunately, he's no longer practicing what he preaches.
Handball they were calling for there.
He's no longer practicing what he preaches.
Maybe a bit of both.
Going and saying, what was it? Pressure, what pressure?
Yamal. Good combination, he gets there. Oh, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘋𝘼. Just at the last moment, got a foot in, and that's careless by Girona, picked off Eric Garcia. The carelessness is spreading. All day giving it back. Now 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼, plenty of space again.
And another 2v1 against Jules Koundé.
No, we were interested in Frankie before, but he chose you guys, and look how that turned out for him.
Stepping inside, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼.
Ah, 𝙀𝙀𝘼, va, dépêche-toi, wesh. Oh.
Pedri wasn't about to let him have that.
No, I don't think. Challenge for the title. As in, let's put it this way. Yes, they didn't have a mega, but bar that was basically their strongest 11, strongest lineup there. And listen, I don't have any issues with Strasbourg by any means. In fact, Strasbourg's probably in Liga the second team that I want to go and do well. But like Strasbourg went and drew to a PSG. That ball's out. That ball was out. That ball was out. Ref.
Much confusion of the Girona defenders. Ball day.
I mean, okay, but that ball was out way before.
Bit of an inquest there.
But yeah, to get back on that Strasbourg, like they drew to a PSG like C team. And granted, yes, PSG C is so good, but like if you're gonna challenge when you are drawing against a PSG C team, no Dembele, no 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼 came on later, no Vitinha, no João Neves, no Hakimi, no Nuno, no Marquinhos. Pacho came on later on.
Or playing like they played in the first half.
Now Porto. His scampering run is rewarded with a corner.
Yeah, like if like this season, PSG has not played with like their fully fit lineup, bar the first couple games of the season.
250 league games to his credit. It'll be 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘋 to deliver that corner. 𝙀𝙀𝘼 electing to punch clear. As the rain increases in ferocity again, Barcelona they get a little fiercer. Here's Rashford. Marcus Rashford.
It's a foul. It's dangerous.
I don't think really needed to do that former.
Yeah, it's a dangerous free shot for a free kick. We saw versus Toulouse when we scored 6 goals before we subbed our best players off. True, exactly. That's probably the one time where you really saw PSG fully. You could argue maybe somewhat against Spurs, but you're talking about a PSG team that had 1 week of preseason work in them.
Another 10 for Marcus Rashford.
This is a dangerous opportunity here for a free kick, though.
A pretty similar position as the one
Right, is pouring. You can hear it.
he took and hit the crossbar in the first half.
Yeah, very so. Sure, with the right foot, he was a teammate of Blind for 4 years. While the Dutchman was at Old Trafford.
So this is a very dangerous hole. Hold on. No free, no Yamal.
Much more central than
Yeah, this is dangerous. He might score this. Rashi, come on, Rashi.
Can he go one better here?
Nah, not quite.
He went for the other side of goal. Couldn't get it to dip down. Got the up and over.
How does Barça already have the ball back again?
Now, chance.
What is he doing? What is De Jong doing?
Softly approach, trying to
What is De Jong doing there?
corner.
Just hit it. Dang, it is pouring out there in Barca. Holy.
Almost impossible when you're so close to the goal. There's more substitutions. It's Christensen. The other player, I think, is 𝙋𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙖, and it's going to be for 𝙀𝙀𝘍𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑙. We are approaching the hour mark, and this is probably what Hansi Flick had planned with the player.
Like just now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he called him better. Yeah, oh, yeah, I get it. My bad. I read that wrong. Yeah. João Neves is yeah. I'm not saying clear or anything, but he's better than him. He's better than him. If we did, the only midfielder that makes it into PSG's the only Barca player that makes it into PSG's midfield is Pedri. That's it.
For him before he goes. 2 for company. And he's won a
Yeah, Yamal's been quiet. But bar those first 20 minutes again. Knock on wood, we'll have to wait and see. But he's not done much other than that. I know that's what he said. That's the thing. He said last season he'd take Dio. That's crazy.
Defense organised, and here comes 𝙀𝙬𝘖𝘋 started to come for it and then changed his mind.
There you go. Oh, he's called a foul.
Doesn't look like it. 𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘋 thought he'd scored.
He called a foul.
Referee immediately.
He said a foul immediately. I didn't really see what happened.
Was he the player fouled?
Let's see. Rigged. Buddy, Barca should be dead. Let's see what happened.
Here.
I think the referee
Yeah, he's all over him.
is punishing a foul by 𝙁𝙗𝑎𝑙𝑎 on Victor Rice.
Yeah. Didn't seem to be a foul by Garcia, did it?
No.
On Rincon. Seemed to be.
Oh, Gazaniga didn't touch it.
This is the one that the player's focusing on.
Yeah, he is pushing him. I think I could see.
Take your pick there.
Is this? I can see if it's given. If it's not given, I can see it. I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit soft. But
He's got the advantage because
it is what it is, man. I don't think it's a foul personally, but
circle, that wouldn't be a surprise either. That's the ultimate decision by the referee. But there were 2 pushing moves by Cazador and Eric Garcia.
Lamine Yamal just
another wayward shot from Lamine.
face of goal. Taking away what
I'm doing good, bro.
𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑼𝑋 first ever goal for Barcelona as well. Certainly in La Liga. Here are the changes. Christensen, as he mentioned.
Brian Hill. This guy should at least have 1 goal,
Hill,
potentially even 2.
Solis, John Solis, the Colombian.
That is going to keep the energy level of Girona. They will be able to keep pressing when they need to and to have fresh legs for the counter-attack.
Is the game has it started?
Yeah. Victor
Pedri's coming off.
For Porto, and they now have
I'm assuming that's because of the international window and fatigue there.
So Pedri, the other man to make.
No, the game starts at 5:30. Lamine Yamal's off.
Here's a replacement. you said, 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎 for 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘾𝘼.
Yeah, Pedri is at risk of getting in.
Hold on, chat. I've not looked at the FOTMOP rating. How high do you think of a FOTMOP rating Lamín's got? I've not looked at it yet. Nobody tell me yet. Just your predictions. This guy probably will have fugazied himself of 7.8. Just what? 7.8.
That will push Frenkie de Jong a little bit farther out the field.
7.4.
So Barcelona team shorn of all of their big three up front now. No Yamal, no Lewandowski, no Rafinha.
No Olmo, no Ferran.
7.3. That's probably where he should be.
No Pedri either.
He's got an 8 point. If you think he deserves.
There's Fermin curling it in. Be a good day for Rooney to announce his
Really?
goal, wouldn't he?
Dang.
With his first goal. He made his debut for Sweden as Fermin Lopez delivers.
Oh my goodness.
Just touched away from.
All right, let's check it quickly.
It was arriving late there.
He finished with an 8.1. 8.1. Liga, that's why I'm going saying FOTMOP. I'm not taking this thing seriously anymore.
Here he goes again outside of the boot cross. Oh, and Rashford.
Yeah, they should have scored there.
First.
No, he finished. Yeah, he finished with an 8.1. Finished with an 8.1.
Rashford was going to apply the finish, as it turned out.
Completed the most dribbles with 4.
If one of them had
Won the most duels with
they could
6.
have applied the finish themselves.
Yeah, it was a great delivery by 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘖 with the outside of his left foot. Like he was 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘾𝘼 himself. Rashford does well winning the far post, but then he can't get a clean touch. And 𝙀𝙀 and Frenkie de Jong were around, and they never had faith in that ball.
Didn't think it was coming their way. Here's Rashford. He'll give it another
Good save
goal.
again.
This time, 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝑎.
Rashford's been Barca's best. Hold on. For reference, Rashford, who I would say has probably been Barca's best player, after Pedri, has a 7.3. You see, this is why I can't take these FOTMOP ratings seriously anymore. Rashford has a 7.3. Another shot from Rashford there. Rashford's on a 7.3.
Resuming their personal duel. Rashford again the target. He got the leap there, but not the direction above to Shankov. Rooney, the age of 19, signed from FC Copenhagen.
I forgot who was playing. Low key. Like Tony Fernandez, low key forgot he was playing.
And Michel has seen enough. He's like, okay, I'm going to add an even older player into the fold.
No, I'm also saying that, like, the FOTMOP ratings, these, like, I said this previously, the way they weigh like certain actions and whatnot, it will mean that it will mean that even though I think Rashford's had more shots, I think he's been more dangerous, obviously hit the crossbar, so on and so forth, because 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘾𝘼 like dribbles, completes, wins his duels, they weigh that really high.
Oh, that's careless by
Chance.
Barcelona, almost punished. 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘋 had to be alert there. As 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘋 fired in another effort.
Is that not a foul, ref?
Play allowed to continue. And Barcelona looking to profit here. They have a 3-on-3. And more help arriving.
Bruh.
Girona stretched at the back here. It's Fermin Lopez. Across the face rather than inside.
I remember when you guys were saying he's the best right back in the world. I remember.
Frenkie de Jong dispossessing 𝙀𝙁𝘾𝘼𝘋. The inception of this play, Fermin couldn't instill quite accuracy with his weaker foot, with his left foot. Let's give credit to Marcus Rashford with that movement of the ball that cleared the space for Frenkie de Jong driving the ball up. 𝙀𝙁𝘾𝘼𝑎 for 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑎, it's a straight swap on the left-hand side, and it's also a straight swap when it comes to the striker of 𝙀𝙁𝘾𝑼𝑎.
As in,
super veteran, super sub.
I would say Jurgen Timber right now is better than him. Reece James is better than him.
Goals in his La Liga career. 𝙀𝙖𝘖𝘾𝙖𝙎𝑎 is played a part in every derby. And the short history between these two clubs, having joined Girona back in 2017. Here's to Shankov. Nicely done on the overlap. Rincon sending it near post. Wins the follow-up too.
Just a bit long.
Land on the roof of his net.
Yeah, that pissed me off, man. This is not Barça. France is not Barça. You see. Even in that game, Barça, you guys are catching strays. Y'all are catching strays, man.
In their career, Alex, 3 names for you: Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Robert Lewandowski. They all have 4. Christian Stuani is the other player who has 4.
It's a wonderful career. Christian Stuani. He had played not only for Espanyol here at Barcelona, but also Racing de Santander, Albacete, Levante. So he has played for so many humble teams. He went to Middlesbrough when he left Espanyol, and he came back to La Liga. Initially for Segunda División, looked to be his level when he was in his early 30s, but his performance, especially at Girona, has been amazing. And he's a super sub. He understands his role. He knows that he cannot run and play for 90 minutes, but his contributions coming on usually after the hour mark are remarkable.
Approaching the final 20 minutes, Barcelona. Plenty of possession.
Do you have Discord? I do. If you check the description, I mean, you're on the shorts one, but if you check the description, basically in any of my recent videos, you'll see the Discord link. Oh, I've not been active on it because I've been busy with school, but there's people who are active. There's news. Just check it out and you'll see.
As I mentioned, made his full national team debut for Sweden. Recent break. Now Rashford trying to get there.
Whoa, penalty.
Body language suggested he was. What's the referee done here?
Has he given a pen?
Momentary confusion. Here's the tangle. It was inside the area, wasn't it? 𝙖𝙖𝘖𝑾𝙲 had a raised arm. Was it enough?
I think the other one was a more.
Great play that can go either way. Because Victor Reis, I understand what he's doing. He's trying to shield his position and trying to close the door on
I think the disallowed goal had more meters to stand than this.
Is that enough? Referees will say.
Yeah. You can say it was just clearly inadvertent, but certainly seen them given, haven't we? We could say that, Alex. Not sure where the contact with the face actually happened.
That's what I was about to say. That the contact is on the chest, and Marcus Rashford, complains about his face.
The referee's got that right in the end. Getting it right is 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑠 with his first contribution. The man they signed.
These teams are washed.
Last summer, he was trying to replace some of those big names that departed for Girona. He signed him from Watford, but it hasn't quite happened for the Colombian just yet. He does take this corner.
Oof.
Oh, Solis turned into a pass, didn't it?
There were 2 meanings for those oofs. The first of all, how come he can be right open in the box from that delivery, and the second one was a horrible effort by the Colombian. Girona have refreshed the whole 4 offensive players. New number 9, new number 10, and new wingers.
We've got the 2 Colombians on either flank, 𝙎𝙬𝘖𝘖𝑃 and Solis, and the 2 Ukrainians, or sorry, the Ukrainian and the Uruguayan in the middle.
Yeah, but expect John Solis to...
As in, hold on. How much is like... like, how much would Joan Garcia have done in this game? Like, listen, of course, listen, even as PSG fan, I'll go and say, like, obviously we got 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑙𝑖𝑎𝑛 and whatnot, but like, in the grand scheme of things, your keeper, bar playing out of the back and whatnot, is not making a massive difference. The goal that Barça conceded, 𝙬𝙬 Garcia would have conceded. It was a brilliant overhead kick. There's not much he could have done.
Hasn't been added to, remains a bit of a mystery.
And then there's been nothing else, really.
To be fair, not quite as many in the
It's a foul.
second half. Bassi, who thought he'd scored a few minutes ago. Now, Eric Garcia finding a seam and an open 𝙬𝙾𝘾𝘼𝘾𝘼. His cross flicked on, touched away at the last by Moreno. And the Girona defence negotiates another awkward moment.
Gerard Martin.
Awkward opponent to think about. In just a few minutes, Gerard Martin is standing by.
That's an interesting choice.
Wow, 15 minutes to go plus added time. Bro, this guy's foul.
An offensive player. Gerard Martin is a proper defender. Yellow card.
A bit of a awkward challenge there from 𝙬𝙬. Can't have too many complaints. Girona, remember, had 2 men sent off in their last La Liga game. Both of those coming in the final 10 minutes in the win against.
Whoa!
They actually have 5 red cards this season. They lead all of La Liga. As Lamine Yamal is deep in thought on his own on the bench.
Lamine Yamal's pondering, thinking, reflecting on his performance.
He was also there, wasn't he, in the cap?
Great swap. Gerard Martin.
I mean, it doesn't look like it. I think Real Madrid right now probably look like the best team.
This is not something that.
But we'll see, man. We'll see. Thing is, though, it's not looking good for Barca. The thing is, they've got next week is what? Next week is the El Clásico.
Maybe he's nursing some discomfort.
Not so many games were won last year in that memorable season by the front three of Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, but it's Rooney, Rashford and Fermin Lopez. We're trying to do it late on here.
And it's not only those three, it's their substitutes, their replacements. It's Ferran Torres, it's Dani Olmo, those kind of players that give Hansi Flick a lot of options to try to adjust to your.
Do you know 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑙𝑖𝑎𝑛 As in, I know of him. I don't know him personally. Yes, I used to watch 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑙𝑖𝑎𝑛 like his FIFA content back in like 2017. I don't watch FIFA content anymore, but yeah.
Rashford.
Right now, though, if Barca were to play, I think right now Real Madrid going. Oh, we'll have to wait and see Madrid play. Obviously, they play tomorrow, but right now I think Barca going as favorites in that game.
Barcelona certainly no strangers to winning games late on, Alex. They've done it plenty. Back to that Levante game in August. Oh, it's a good-looking cross. Didn't quite come off for Martin.
What was that ball, man? Barca. Did I say Barca? I meant Madrid are favorites, I think, right now.
You mentioned that game against Levante, but last year they.
Like, I just think, even though Madrid aren't crazy themselves either, but I just think that,
yeah,
especially it's more so Barca's like weaknesses are so weak. I think that Madrid, and it's not like Barca's attack right now is, you know, flying like it was last year, but their defense is worse than it was last year. It's not like it was crazy before.
You can't afford any mistakes.
Some Girona players are done. This is Martin.
Madrid versus small teams are very good and consistent, so even if they lose versus Barcelona and Atleti twice, they'll still win La Liga. I mean, the thing is that right now, I think they have what is necessary to go and beat them.
Joined 4 years ago after coming through La Masia.
True, but the thing is, at the very least, you could say that, you know, Real Madrid, their dip in form, you could say was what they didn't look good against Marseille, but they won, and then obviously the Atleti game. At the very least, the Atleti is a top 3 team in the Liga, right? So yes, it's embarrassing you got smacked 5-2, but Barça lost by the same amount of goals to a team that finished a point above relegation last year in Sevilla. That's for me is worse. Like, there you go.
Picture suggested Michel was getting another couple of substitutes ready.
I mean, yeah, I think there's that, and there's also the fact that Dembele won the Ballon d'Or. The fact that everything PSG did last season, I think doesn't bode well for him. All right, 10 minutes to go here.
Who's going to come on in his place?
There's not been nearly as much in these last like 10 minutes or so.
Heading into a massive week, Barcelona are looking to start.
Who do they play midweek? Does anybody know who Barca plays midweek? I could search it, but if anybody knows, in the Champions League, because I know they play Madrid in next week, next Saturday or Sunday. But who do they play midweek? Olympiacos. There you go. Well, at least the thing you'll say about that is that should be. So that's a that's a game that you'd expect them to go and win, right? Foul.
And too much pressure applied there. The last 10 minutes going to resemble the first 10 minutes that we saw, where Barcelona had all the possession. Girona pressed deep. Certainly looking that way, isn't it? Another corner. 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼 earning it.
This game looks like
Araujo's coming on.
A set piece for Barcelona. That's why Ronald Araujo is ready to enter the pitch, or by a transition, a quick counter attack by Girona. Out.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. I would play Dembele as the 9, Mbappe on the left, either 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘋𝙬𝘾 or 𝙬𝙀𝘋𝙬 as the 10, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝙬 on the right wing. That's how I'd line up our front.
On the end of this Rashford corner, he's looking for the near post flick. The best clearance, but second chance to do so. It's interesting, Alex. You said either a set piece or a counter attack. Did Girona still have attacking ambitions left in them? As that crosses deep, Rashford finding out it was just a little bit too deep.
In this scenario, Girona,
who is Crystal Palace playing?
They can feed off the desperation by Barcelona players, by the fans. We can hear the whistles now, so you need to be smart if you're a Girona player. Draw is a great result, but you can win if you play your
Bournemouth. Bournemouth have been playing good, but in fairness, those are two pretty informed teams. Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. Christian Palace.
So at the top of your screen, what awaits Barcelona next? A small matter of Real Madrid and a trip to the Bernabeu.
Foul.
Place where they won 4-0 last year, of course, Alex, and what was the same weekend of the season, end of October.
But everyone.
Mateta hat trick? No.
He was a
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝘋𝙬 with a hat trick.
Real Madrid got their chances in the first half. There were a couple of.
Hold on, let me see.
Called off by the VAR, by offside positions by Kylian Mbappé. Wasn't that
Nah, you're right. Dang. Crazy.
To 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋, meanwhile, to 𝙀𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝑎𝑐. Girona showing they do have some attacking ambition left. And why not? As you said, 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑐.
Remember anime? Naruto.
𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑼𝑎𝑐 trying to bend it around 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑝, who wasn't.
Naruto easily. Naruto. Ugh. First time speaking about Naruto. Naruto. Honestly, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, obviously, the two together.
He just introduced the Uruguayan just to man mark 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋 and to be present at set pieces.
Solis. Moreno's footwork was clever, but his possession wasn't. Now Barcelona will be in a hurry to point the arrow in the right direction. Crowd finding their voice here at Montjuic. Can the players respond? De Jong, Garcia. It's Christensen now. Martin, we go for the byline. Good defensive effort by 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑼𝑋. Comes at the cost of another corner.
6 minutes to go.
Yes, 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑐 waiting. Rashford trying to provide the right delivery. Gazzaniga through a crowd to claim.
I think Girona are happy to try to play for the draw because they're not really attacking much now, are they?
Hear the whistles again. They're enjoying themselves and they're helping get the Barcelona players even more desperate. But they need to keep the ball. We cannot give it away so easily.
Bro, don't do anything stupid, man. Oh my.
𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑝 gifted it back.
Araujo.
As a left
Playing
winger
on the left-hand side. Sharp turn by Fermin, did well. 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑼𝑋 away for Girona.
Well done by Christensen, slowing them down.
It's good hold-up play as well.
It's a good ball. That's a great ball. Well, if you can find someone inside, take him on.
The beneficiary.
Play him there! Finish!
Help arriving to 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑼𝑋. Scuffed his shot. Had plenty of time there to set himself. No goal, Alex.
No, because this Barcelona side is totally split in.
Oh! Whoa. ¿Y qué fue? ¿Qué fue? What's going on? Hold on. Oh my goodness. Please, no one score. Please, no one score. Please, nothing happen. Come on! No! Bro, okay, I'm not looking. I'm not. An error occurred. What are you? Oh my goodness, man. TSN. What is going on? Okay, let's go quick. Hurry up. Yeah. No! Here you go. No. Okay. Yes. Play. Hurry up. Oh my goodness, hurry up, man. Load. Bro, what is going on? I had no issues whatsoever with the feed and whatnot. Now everything doesn't want to work. Right, just watch somebody score. Okay, we're back finally. Goodness me, man. Foul.
Barcelona up the pressure and up the intensity, up the tempo. You would assumed they'd be throwing absolutely everything here at Girona, but it's not quite how it's looking at the moment.
And you can establish some parallel stories with the...
Oh, my thing's behind now.
They
Oh, whatever, man. I'm too lazy to go and change it.
10, 15 minutes. In the first half, it was through the goal, and then in the second half through Fermín's presence on the left-hand side with the high pressing and all those shots that he took from the edge of the box. But from then on, absolutely nothing.
Here's Rooney, did well to bring 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙼𝙎, who takes on Blind. Good cut back too at full stretch. Rice just about got it clear. Garcia.
Barça cut inside.
Will it open up for him? On
No!
the foot or on the right? Oh, he must have checked out of about 3 different shooting opportunities there.
Bruh. Listen, this is one thing I actually kind of don't like about it. Why are we talking about the Ballon d'Or so early on? Like, I feel like maybe from January onwards, then yeah, it's fair to start to talk about it. But like, because look at last year, Rafinha and Salah were in the conversation. We're saying, oh, they're going to win it. And none of them even finished in the top 3.
Is ebbing away here. De Jong.
Oh, dangerous.
Cross. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙼𝘖 underneath it. Second header with 𝙊𝙾𝘾𝘼𝑍 there first. Blind away. All hands on deck for the Girona defence. Using any body part available. And only
4 minutes at a time.
Of additional time.
Okay, it's not a comeback, big. Barça led. Barça were leading.
They wanted more.
Hansi Flick on a red! Hansi Flick has lost his mind! Hansi Flick has lost his mind! The Germanness has come out!
It means that he won't be able to be at the dugout at the Bernabeu.
He won't be at the Bernabeu!
I think he was protesting the stoppage time. I can only think that's what it was. Did he cross the line? Yellow card initially.
You got a second yellow. Yeah! 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘋𝙀. Oh, not this again. Stop pausing. What's going on? Okay.
Alex, and then
Bro, what's going on? Oh, of course, and then when I bring you now you want to go and play nice. Come on, hurry up and load. Hurry up and load. Any day now. Bro. TSN, man. See, this is what I go and get. At least, the good thing with this is I'm not paying crazy amounts for TSN, but see, I can't stand. How am I going and paying all this money to be able to go and watch these games, and I'm not even getting decent service.
hey,
All right, apparently we're back.
But this would be a massive result for Girona.
No.
taken away. De Jong has got round the back. Oh, there it is! Ronald Araujo!
This time! Oh my goodness!
It could be an enormous goal in terms of the story of this Spanish La Liga season. They've left it late, but they've got there in the end.
This is so undeserved, man. So undeserved. So undeserved. Barça got lucky. But in fairness, I'm actually happy for Araujo. I'm actually happy for Araujo.
Center back as a number 9 in desperate times is a tradition in Barcelona because it usually works out. And this is what happened. The Girona defense wasn't strong enough to clear that ball away. Frenkie de Jong with that movement of the ball, credit to him.
It's a good finish. It's a good finish.
Still have some feel on his legs to make that run. The cross, the cutback. Finishing worthy to give Barcelona 3 points. Oh, what a gesture!
Whoa! What's that gesture? He did this!
And Ronald Araujo,
what's that gesture?
Because he committed a silly penalty last week of action against Sevilla. He vindicates himself with this goal.
Nah, Girona sold, man. Girona sold. Barça got flipping lucky, man. Bruh.
Looks there at the agony.
Gracias a Deus, pai. Gracias a Deus, pai. What was the gesture? He did the like that gesture, but like really vulgar.
One of the most important he's ever produced.
Nah, yeah, the game's done, man.
In his La Liga career, with what was surely the last.
Barça got lucky, man. Barça got lucky, man.
Credit the cutback from De Jong. He was calm and he was composed, wasn't he? But what a finish, as you say. Araujo doing a good Lewandowski impression there, beating his defender at the near post, and the most subtlest of touches to apply the finish. He liked it.
Everyone liked it, because that means that Barcelona are on
that time. That's time. Wow.
To the Bernabeu, does not concede more distance to Real Madrid.
Tears for Girona, who were so close to getting an historic result. Juan Laporta is got to be.
Gracias a Deus, pai. Gracias a Deus.
Giving thanks, but it's Barcelona who will be thanking him for a late winner.
Pedri was the man of the match.
Pedri gets our man of the match award, the match MVP. But Alex, how do you sum up what we've just seen in that 90 minutes? Barcelona made very hard work of it, didn't they?
Yeah, they were lucky that desperate resort paid off, and Girona will be regretting not seizing all the chances that they had.
All right, let's calm down, buddy. Let's calm down, buddy. Let's calm down. You guys needed again a 93rd minute winner to beat Girona. Calma. Respect. Easy there, buddy. Calm down.
Great run by Frenkie de Jong, and the unexpected finishing by Ronald Araujo. Mitchell fuming against his players, against Alex Moreno precisely. But this is a huge blow for Girona.
Wow.
Huge morale boost for Barcelona, 1 week away from El Clásico.
Well, the after effects will rumble on. It's 3 points for Barcelona. They go to the top of the table. They know they'll have to face El Clásico without Hansi Flick on the.
So no Hansi Flick.
Ronald Araujo's goal.
Barça got lucky, man. Barça got lucky. If Girona had decent finish, like, listen, in fairness, Barça won the game. That's the most important thing. But you can't go and say that like it's deserved. You can't go and say that this reassures you in any capacity. I think Girona are extremely unfortunate with their result. Extremely unfortunate. I love the celebration by Araujo. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good watch. What was the score? 2-1 to Barça. Scored a 94th minute winner. I'm super curious to see what Kit had to say. Super curious to see what Kit District had to say. Let's go see what they had the Barca contingent have to go and say. Yeah. Dang. Wow. But hey, congrats to Barca. They got the win. They did what they needed to do, which is the most important. But this is if I was a Barca fan, I would not be satisfied with this. I think going and needing a 94th minute equalizer in a game where Girona caused you serious issues, and had this been a team with better finishing, you would have lost it, and deservedly so. I don't think you can go and come out of this game satisfied. But that's just me. Yeah, needing a 94th minute winner. Why we barely have our squad. True. Not really. As in, okay, your squad, Chesney, yeah, sure. Balde, Eric Garcia, 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝙋𝙬𝙾𝙖, that's your starting pairing. Pedri, De Jong, they start for you guys. Lamine Yamal starts. And then it's Rashford. So the people you guys were missing, clearly. And even then, Firmino was there, but it was a tactical choice not to have him start. Right? So the only significant person that you were is 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙼𝘆 injured. So Firmino was here. He came on. So the only players that were out, like, truly was your keeper, Rafinha, and 𝙀𝙀. That's it. And still, like, where's Girona? Against a bottom feed, like, hold on, let's see where did they finish last year? That's what I want to see. Where did Girona finish last year? That's what I'm interested in seeing last year. Again, a team that finished 1 point above relegation. 1 point above relegation. Like, oof. I don't know. Lamine was there. Everybody else was there. This was obviously not Barca's strongest lineup, but should you guys be needing your best lineup to go and to get a 94th minute winner against Girona? And the thing is, it's not the first time. There was also the game against, who was it again? Who was it? Levante? You guys needed a late minute winner against them, and then everybody was fit. Everybody played. What camera are you using? I'm using Panasonic Lumix S1 Mark II-E. I said that why. Wait, I said that's why I don't expect anything versus. Oh, okay, fair enough. Barca at least needed 2 goals in the first half, bro. Girona, no disrespect, but Yamal, Rashford, like, I mean, I think in the end, even when you go and look at the stats of the game, Barca only marginally had a higher XG, right? Marginally so. Barca's 1.86 to 1.84, 27 shots to 11, 4 shots on target to 9, big chance created the same. So it's not like like Girona ran band for band against them. Can you repeat, please? The Panasonic. Let me search it up. I'll show you here. Panasonic Lumix S1E. This is the camera I have. It's more relief and satisfaction. Yeah, that's it. Barca, you guys got the job done. You won. It means that you're not too many points behind Madrid, and it puts pressure back on Madrid now. Right? You look at the table. Barca's back top, at least provisionally, and Madrid need to. Well, if they win, obviously they go back top. But I think there's a lot. This performance says a lot. For sure, it says a lot, especially the first half from Barca. If you go and you look at the stats for the first half alone. Yikes. But again, Barca got the job done. They did what they needed to do, and if you're them, you say we move. Not every performance, but sometimes the result is better, is the most important thing, and they did that. But guys, thank you guys very much for joining and tuning in into the stream. It's been a pleasure as always. I look forward to seeing you guys next. I think I'll stream tomorrow. I know Madrid play tomorrow, but there's the United Liverpool game, which I think is what I'm going to be streaming. But yeah, it's been a pleasure as always, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. And with that, thank you guys very much. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, and stay blessed. Godspeed.